Good morning, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. The big event news going on right now is obviously going to be over here in the Indonesian islands. We had a 7.3. It was actually downgraded. It was a 7.6, and they downgraded it to a 7.3, which almost is irrelevant anyways because they downgraded it by 1 whole point right after Mr. Richter died. So it was really an 8.6. They just try to downgrade it to make it sound better, like, ooh, 0.3, come on, man. Folks, and that's not the only one. Look at all of these going on. There's 5, 8, here's the 7.3. There's a whole bunch of them. Look at these. A whole bunch of them. Whole series over here, just all this pressure that's been building up. Now, I will be honest, I am not a professional earthquake person. I kind of have an idea about it. Some guys are like really, really good at depicting where pressures are going to go, where it slides over. ETN News, that's E as in elephant, T as in Tom, N as in Nancy, News. He does a really good job. He's actually pretty good with the magma. I follow him, so by all means give him a follow. I do not drop links because that gives certain rhythms of Al and G an opportunity to kind of mess with you, and I don't appreciate that. But yeah, he actually goes into about how the pressures in the plates and how it pushes all over into this, and he was actually expecting him to be over here, but it didn't quite make it. It actually ended up popping down here. But I've seen some of his predictions, and he's been pretty good. So far, he's been pretty close. He's been like right in vicinities. So I would trust him. I trust him. I follow him. So we've got all of these going on. Well, with all of this, what do you think else is going to happen? Yeah. You also got another one out here. But look at all of these. This is from the 14th. This is just today. Okay, from here up. Look at all these bad boys. And these are all 4 and higher. Every one of these. That is a lot. Look how far down I am on the list. Look at that. That's a bunch of 4.0s and higher. If I went to the magnitude 3, it'd be even more. And with all of those, what do you think else is going to happen? Oh yeah, we got boys in event mode. So we've got the quakes happening all up in here. We had one pop in here, and the one that happened here, yeah, gave us 2 event modes. Let's actually go and see what the size was. It was a 4.2. Let's see, 4.2 in 10 kilometers. So that's magma movement. That's kind of shallow. So that can definitely create a tsunami. So let's go ahead and go over to those stations. First, we're going to go to this bugger right here. This one is station 56001. Okay, 56001, and that's this guy right here. Let's go ahead and head down. Oh boy, yeah. So the water level went from 5,090 meters all the way up to 5,000. Looks like 112. So, ooh, that's 22 meters. That's 66 feet. It went up. Oh boy. That's about a minute. This is 03:29 a.m. So yeah, in less than a minute. Yeah, holy cow. That's a lot. That's 22 feet in a minute. Or in 30 seconds roughly. 30 to 35 seconds, maybe. Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely of note. And then we'll check out the second one here, where we are at our event. Come here, you. 5603. And we can see how it had his little event here. Let's go see what that's all about. Okay, and here it looks like we've gone up about, from the time that we're looking at the majority of it being less than a foot, it looks like. But if you look at it, it's actually a very shallow. Wow, I don't know. This whole curve seems alarming to me, but to them this is a normal curve to them. So it was just this little shake here. I mean, I wonder if a whale or a shark could have bumped that thing and made it do that, where it would do the same, I don't know, because that doesn't seem like a lot to me, but who knows. Either way, you got one going off that's a definite absolute, so maybe Maybe some of the data is a little off, perhaps. But we do have tsunami. That's to me, that's very indicative of a tsunami. So it's something to take note of. Please keep these people in your prayers, folks. Please keep the people of Indonesia in a prayer. I'll actually show you some video here in just a minute. Here I found a pretty decent video for us to watch. So let's get to it. I've turned off the volume because it's a bunch of, well, I don't understand Indonesian. But look at all of the damage that's being assessed. You can see it's horrific. I mean, some of the stuff, it's insane. We'll go through a couple of videos. There's a lot of people in the area. They're asking, you know, if were in the area, if you felt it, you know, please report, you know, if anybody's hurt, that kind of stuff. There's a couple little commentaries that they said in English. But I want you to pay attention to something that's, to really, please keep these people in your prayers. I mean, this is a horrific thing, and you'll get to see one of those being that it actually shows these people on the side of a mountain, and there are boulders the size of cars rolling down this Daegum mountain. It's like, oh my gosh, like right here, here it is. Watch this. There's all these people that are on the side of the mountain. Look at this. Whoosh. This is quite a ways away. And that was a small one. Look at the size of that one. Look at that. Look at that. Douche. Oh my gosh. And this one here is from the sun. And this is a family that are evacuating exit stage right quickly. Here's some more landslides. Actually, if you look, being someone who's been outdoors and done a lot, you can tell that this is all freshly turned up. That and this is all fresh. People getting the heck out of the mall. Good for them. Any tall buildings you don't want to be around. Again, here you are. You can see where it's fallen. These cliffs, they've fallen down and collapsed. This was a huge slide that fell down. So something opened up right here where this fell into it. Otherwise, it would have been all on top of them. Some of it did fall on them. But yeah, that was an opening where this fell down into it. That's crazy to see. I don't know if it was the Indonesian government themselves, or if it was the people of Indonesia that actually had it, you know, good enough sense to get the heck away from the water. But this is all along the coast, and they're vacating the coastline, which is smart. So, like I said, I don't know if it was the government or if it was them just knowing that it's coming, but smart move. Say prayers for them, folks. And then we're actually going to end with space weather today. We actually did have some solar flares popping off today. We'll actually start off over here, excuse me, at the spaceweatherlive.com. And as I was telling you guys, remember I was telling you that this was kind of, our baseline was starting to come up, and so we're going to start getting some more flares. Well, sure enough, we got to see 1.4 or 1.7 actually, 1.44, yep. So yeah, it's coming on, and guess which spot it is? Is my favorite one. We'll get to that here in a minute. So yeah, we're starting to uptick. We got a decent little C, and here we can see where the we'll see where it kind of pops off a little bit. You got the little B popping, your upper B's, and then we do have a C flare that pops in here in just a second. Kind of funny, isn't it? That was the C. Kind of funny how it was like over in this area, huh? How does that work? Can anybody tell me that? Can anybody figure that one for me? Does anybody like playing instruments like a harp? Harps are beautiful to listen to. Does anybody else like harps? So let's oh look, I was gonna say let's come up and see what else has happened, but apparently nothing from this time. It was off. But you can obviously see that we are in event mode. We're acting all over the place in pretty much every area between our temp, speed, density, and frequencies. Yeah, we're definitely in event mode. But let's come over here to my favorite guy. We actually have a filament lift off. Let me slow this down just a little bit. But this little guy right over here, like I was telling y'all yesterday, is going to start spitting and sputtering, and this is where we get our C flare. And actually on the top side up here, this filament right here is actually what lifts off. See? Here we go. Pop, pop, pop. See her popping? Whoop. And there went the flare. Oh, the filament. You see it? Right here. Filament lifted off, so we do have some plasma coming. It looks like it might go a little high. May not necessarily impact us, but it would be a small bit. It's not a lot. But that's all right. The thing to be keeping an eye on is this guy right here, because yeah, he's definitely sounding off. And actually, we're getting action here, here, and here. Let's go check it out in another angstrom. All right, here we go. Going from yesterday to today, same. This isn't our bronze color. This is on the I believe this is 193. Yep, 193. Look at this bad boy here. She's charging up. Look at it getting bigger and brighter. Look at that. Whoa. Folks, I think when this thing, I mean, she's little over here, and then she just comes around the minute. She just keeps growing and growing and growing. Look at this thing. Boy, she's charging up. I think, oh man, she's coming right around at us. Ooh. Now we can see the little filament, bounce around up here, but okay. That's a little bit, and I mean, I don't even care about that, right? This is what's got me going, uh-oh. That and this, and you see how big and bright these are. Let's go check this out in another angstrom. This could be really something here. Okay, we are over here at 211 angstroms. This actually shows us a really good picture of our coronal hole. This is our coronal hole that we've got forming. It's getting kind of thin, and you could see it clearly around here. And this is like coming out and like pushing it out of the way because the pressure, it's creating a monster. I think almost like an eye. Which is very interesting. If anyone remembers when I was doing the, actually, I'll just kind of show you. Actually, go back and look at my earthquakes. Remember, it started off, it said 7.6, and it was downgraded to a 7.3. 7.6. 7 plus 6, 13. 13. What uses that number? Okay, over here to 335 angstroms of light we go. This will show us really good. Oh, you see that nice little streak of somebody going by there? This was the guy I was worried about yesterday. Oh, there's another one over there. And we can watch him. We can watch her growing. Now we know that the coronal hole was around here. Well, we got a nice little pop over here, a little B flare. The B flare, yeah. So it's looking like it's coming from between this guy over here and this little lady over here who's just kind of showing up out of nowhere. Oh, come on. What is going on here with it? What is happening here? My thing is acting all weird, folks. Oy. But yeah, there we are right there. Yep, she's growing. That's something to keep an eye on, folks. We're going to have to keep it on. Let's see if there's an actual named sunspot on that, shall we? That would be nice to know, wouldn't it? And we are here at spaceweatherlive.com, and it looks like we have 2906, 2905, and 2907. This is the one that I've been talking about, the one that's growing. What's 9 and 2? That's 11. Add 6 more, that's 16. Today's the 14th. I wonder what's going to happen on the 17th if Sunspot 17 is going to bid us a nice fond little how you doing. Coincidence? I don't believe in those. Now we're over here at Soho at Lasco C2. From yesterday, that object that came to hit the sun actually did hit, and we did have a little ejecti, but it went off the back side. It's not coming at us. I didn't see anything indicative that's showing that it's coming at us. But I want to show everybody something here. It's 1436. Watch the sun rays. Oh, see that? It just changed. What the heck happened there? Well, we're missing time. We're missing about 45 minutes. Don't know what happened, but something did. And from our flares that we had coming off, I didn't see anything that was from our flares from this morning. I didn't see anything that's to be alarming about whatsoever. From the area around here that came off at us, I don't see anything coming off. Just a few interesting. Oh, well, there's something shooting the sun. There's something shooting coming out of it or flying by it. That's interesting. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that, folks. But don't you find it interesting though? It was a 7.6. It's almost like they're putting it in our face or something, don't you think? 7:48 UTC time. Wait a minute here. Oh, add 6 hours of that. I guarantee there's gonna be some missing data soon. I'll do an update. You guys stay safe. Love ya. Say some prayers for the people in Indonesia. Love is the only way forward.